So I want to explain to you what I mean when I say the case was kind of connected, and I was locked up because consciously I couldn't cop out. I had to beat the case because I knew I could beat the case. Um, because if I didn't beat the case, then consciously, because I heard through somebody that was close to me that this person was locked up on something that stemmed off of what I was locked up currently on. And if I beat the case, or let me not say if, I'm gonna say when I beat the case, the thing that he's locked up on is nothing. Like it's like it proves it's a fabricated story. I'm gonna say it to you like this: when when he went down to go meet my truck, this is the issue I'm talking about. The truck I paid $10,000 for. When he called me up that morning and said he's meeting this dude and he had got locked up, they went in the car and they found a gun. All right, so they gained access to the car because he said, "Oh, he stole the car from me." You know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, I bought the car from him and paid all the money that was needed for that car. So how he got into the car when he was meeting him was that he told the police that he stole a car from me. So being that he said he stole a car from me and then he didn't have the title, they had to take the car back and give it to him and search his other dude vehicle, and they found the gun. So now that I beat my case, right? And in my case it says the confidential informant and the dude had an issue over the selling of a car or the purchase of a car. In the case, it already says that I purchased the car. Okay? So now that I beat my case and I got this piece of evidence on me, when I go and, because as far as I knew, he was locked up, but ironically he got out a month before I got out. All right? Now, it was no secret. I had said this when I was in the jail cells to an inmate, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, my brother locked, I mean, my people locked up on a related case. You know what I'm saying? And so they already knew what I wanted to do. All right? So now, like I said, this voids out the entrance of his vehicle, which means that the gun charge is no good because I beat my case and I bought the truck. Now, when I bring all this paperwork to his situation, his situation's gone because they don't have a strong case. Okay? So this is why I say I couldn't this, that, and third. But when I came home and I tried to look at, I didn't even start digging on that situation. I just looked at it. Like, I looked at the possibility and I seen, okay, oh, he got out last month. All right, well then when I said something inside here, they must have grabbed him up because they would have gained more from grabbing him up and then showing him the ropes than to leave him available to me to go into there and get his paperwork and put everything together and put the whole big puzzle together and put it in the paper or do whatever I had to do. You know what I'm saying? So this is why when I came home and then everybody like just picture beating a case like I beat and come on home and niggas like, oh, you snitching and this, that, and the third. Like, I expect to come home and, you know what I mean? Like niggas like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But niggas was totally different. Totally different. You know what I mean? Like, I had the name callers and this, that, and like everything, like everybody's wanting to come down on me. You know what I mean? So, and at this point in time, I don't think I'm totally out of the, you know what I'm saying, water, but but everybody else, I don't, like, it's hard to explain, man. So like, this is when everything had really started, when everybody was like trying to get their piece of fame, their 10 minutes of fame, their 5 minutes of fame off of me, just for saying that, oh, you was snitching or you was doing this, that, and third. When you don't even know the story, man. Like a nigga was really stressed out inside there, and was ready to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to, you know what I mean? Like, you think a nigga beat the case and came home and that's just all, like, that's it, that was all that was on my mind? Man, I had to prepare myself to possibly be doing 30 years, because you never know how crooked these people are. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, go forward to trial. So that's basically it, man. That's basically it. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine that? Could you really imagine that? Me beating my case voids out the access they had to the car because I bought the truck, and it was in my paper, and it was my paperwork in my case.